All right, what is up, everybody? We are live here in the After Review Studios. I'm your host, Peter. Well, it looks like we have a series on our hands as the Pacers go nuclear from their bench, and they take a 2-1 series lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder, forcing a must-win game on the road in Game 4 for OKC. Drape, what's up? You are sad. I am kind of sad too, since I don't want the Pacers to win at this point. They really just kind of bugged the shit out of me, their entire team. But this was a poor OKC performance on top of just an insane performance by the Pacers bench. I mean, the Pacers bench, 27 from Mathurin, 10 from TJ McConnell with 5 steals and 5 assists. He was all over, a plus 12. Obi Toppin shoots 4 of 8. He's 0 for 3 from 3. But still gets 8 points, 2 blocks out there. Just really massive minutes from the Indiana bench. Another 22 from Halliburton. This was Halliburton's best game of his finals so far. I thought he was really good in the first half. He was kind of slow early in the first quarter, but he got it going. Dominant second quarter for Indiana. Outscored OKC 40-28 and then 32-18 in the fourth quarter. This is where the Pacers won these games. End of the game, end of the half, wearing teams down. That's their bread and butter. Siakam was solid, started out fast. He kind of was much of Indiana's offense in the first quarter. And both teams weren't bad. I mean, Indiana was shooting 50% in the first quarter. It just, they didn't have a lot of possessions. And OKC was shooting like 55%. So a lot of makes, a lot of everything for them. Miles Turner with some big blocks in the fourth quarter. Philip says, hi, what's up? OKC bench, yikes. And Chet sold the fourth quarter. Chet was bad in the fourth quarter. He was great in the first quarter. Probably got fouled a few times there. They let the physical play get going there. Zay, lit, SGA screwed you. Yeah, SGA didn't have a bad game tonight. Wasn't efficient though. 9 of 20, 1 of 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. They're not letting SGA. I mean, this is getting kind of crazy here. I know everyone likes to bitch about the free throw merchant SGA, but they're picking up SGA at the top. I mean, they're picking up 90 feet and just going ham on SGA over there, picking him up early, getting aggressive with him, getting physical with him, just really wearing his ass out. And they did start calling some fouls in that third quarter there, end of the second quarter, started putting on some fouls on some guys, but it was just a massive drain on him. J-Dub was pretty good, 9 of 18. 7-11 from the free throw line. Got to the line, got to be better than that. Chet, like you said, good first half. 0 of 6 from 3. Wasn't good shooting the 3. Got to the line, though. And then the bench. The bench gave you nothing. Now, Caruso, 2 of 5. He was 2 of 2 from 3. Nice 8 points. Great defensively. Again, you know, the plus-minus. This is why plus-minus doesn't mean shit. Caruso was out there giving you great defense. I don't understand how that was just a common foul on the Caruso fast break at the end of the game. Like, that's a flagrant. That's a clear path foul. It's a flagrant. It's super dangerous. That's not a basketball play at all. Not going for the ball at all. Aaron Wiggins. Chet was forcing too much for a big man. Yeah, but Chet's kind of like the hybrid big man. Hold on. I got like shit in my eye, guys. I got like a lash or something. It was bugging me. I don't know what it was, like some fluff. But Chet's like kind of that stretch big man. He's not like, he's a rim protector / stretch. Just Juice, what's up? Yeah, Pacers are like full court pickup and full court attack when they get the basket. They're just a transition team. Aaron Wiggins was horrible. I text my buddies early in the game, like, he's awful. Get him off the court in the second quarter. And they're like, he's a role player, man. It's like, yeah, he's giving me nothing. Isaiah Joe, 2 of 2, picked up 2 fouls, and they didn't put him back in the game. Wiggins was trying to do way too much. How many one turnover? Felt like he had 2 turnovers. Missed a couple of buckets, and they just attacked him all night when he was out there. So Kason Wallace, again, not giving you anything. The Thunder's depth are just getting completely outplayed by the Pacers' depth. And that's how the Pacers won game 1. Same thing. Just really weird. And the Thunder have been bad late possessions in close games in this playoffs. They don't box out. They don't grab rebounds. They were getting killed on the glass out there. The putbacks, Obi Toppin slamming home a putback dunk to pretty much seal the deal. But, you know, OKC has these games. They've been in this spot before. Remember, OKC down 2-1 to the Denver Nuggets in Denver for a must-win game 4 against the best player on the planet. Now, is this Pacers team overall better than the Nuggets? Probably, but Jokic is still Jokic, so they solved that issue. They're going to need a big game from their bench and hope that the Pacers aren't just flames, like, because you can't win. Benedict Mathurin, first bench player to score 25-plus points in a finals game since Jason Terry in 11, I think it was. Well, let me pull up the stat. I had it. Yeah, Jason Terry in 11. So that was like the biggest upset we've had in the this century in the finals. It was the Mavericks over the Heatles. Like, if you have a bench guy drop 25 and go nuclear, it's hard to lose. In 22 minutes, 27 and 22 minutes. That's an insane game for a guy off your bench. I'm not going to lie. It kind of pisses me off when players who are bad just don't miss shots. It really pisses me off at all. It just pisses me off. Yeah, I wasn't shocked. I was shocked it wasn't a flagrant. Yeah, super dangerous. They should have just gave up you got to call that just to set the tone. Like the principle, you can't get away with that shit. Flagrant, clear path, 2 points, points and the ball. Just give up the layup there. Wouldn't be surprised if the NBA reviewed it, turned into a flagrant. Yeah, but that doesn't do shit in this spot. Because they did review it. They went through it. I mean, maybe for like flagrants for the playoffs, Zay, but it kills you. It only matters for this game unless you're starting with a foul. We're going to shoot flagrant free throws to start the game. Game 4. Zins, what's up? What's up? I'm not feeling great if I'm OKC right now. Just the Pacers feel so much more comfortable in these close games. I don't think Dagnall's done a very good job coaching at all. It feels like he's playing into how the Pacers want to play. Going with the small forwards, like not running the double bigs as much, just trying to match them. Like, go double big, get the advantage on the boards. Now, this was a very uncharacteristic OKC game, but they were kind of uncharacteristic last game too. 19 turnovers for OKC. They had like 14 last game. And this is a team that was the lowest in the league in turning the ball over. They don't turn it over. Indiana's defense is excellent. And I think the full court pressure, the dragging them up, mental awareness is just not been there. TJ McConnell had like 4 steals off of inbound passes. Like, just stop inbounding it when TJ McConnell's around. Throw it away from him. And then there's your difference. Points conceded off of turnovers. Indiana picked up the turnovers later in the game. But 21-14, 7-point difference. This game was 9. There's your difference right there. We can easily find 2 points anywhere. That's a huge, huge difference. 21 points for Indiana off of the OKC 19 turnovers compared to 14 for 14. And over a point a turnover is really good, guys. Like, OKC averaged like 1.5 points in the regular season, and that was insane. Like, about a point is what most people, probably under a point, is what the average is for the league. So even in points in the paint, fouls pretty even. What were the rebounds? Yeah, out-rebounded OKC again, or OKC out-rebounded Indiana. So that's their edge, though, but it was late. Indiana had the late rebounds, the late putbacks, the late, just impactful plays like we saw in Game 1. I'm not feeling good as a guy who picked OKC in this series anymore, and they've been such a dominant team, and it just feels like they're getting away from what made them the best team in the NBA this year. Like, they're just getting away from that kind of fast play, super great defense, score in transition. Everybody can score, get to the line, but that's kind of the thing. If SGA can't get to the line, they're not going to call the fouls on him like they don't in the fouls. Like, there was that possession late that the Thunder needed the bucket. Chet shot the 3, Turner blocked it, and they gets it back, and then he drives to the hoop, and then he gets fouled. Like, he clearly gets fouled. He gets hit from behind, in the head, over the top, and they don't call it. It's just a turnover and a block, and it's like, if you're not going to get those calls, they're in real trouble, man. But Zay, yo, all viewers, hit that like button and drop the sub, especially if you're new here. You subbed and you're new, drop it in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. We got daily sports content for you guys as well as these live streams. But yeah, Indiana shot the shit out of the ball. Only 9 of 27 from three, so a bad 3-point game from Indiana. 33%, 10 of 22 for the Thunder. If you outshoot the Pacers in three, if you're the Thunder, you're thinking you're winning this game. But much better from the free throw line, 19 of 22. Thunder only 23 of 30. That's a big loser for you right there. Can't get it. But yeah, 46%, pretty good shooting for OKC. 51's elite shooting from Indiana. Really, really tough to beat a team that's going to shoot like that. As well. And then the assists, 24 assists for the Pacers, only 16 assists for the Thunder. The Thunder were all assist team. What did the Thunder have in game? What was game 2 assists? I felt like they were much more comfortable in game 2. What were their assists in game 2? 27 assists in game 2. So much better in game 2, facilitating, moving the ball around. That's their key. And they were bad in game 1. Let's look at the Thunder assist in game 1. 13. So if the Thunder aren't getting assists, if we're only getting, no ball movement and like ISO shit with SGA or J-Dub, it's not good. It's not good whatsoever. Let's see. Out of production, somebody, did you guys mute his chat? He said free throw merchant sucks. That's fine. Let him say it. He's wrong. I mean, SGA was fine tonight, 9 of 20, 24 points, only shot 6 free throws. SGA has not shot free throws in this finals, guys. Like, SGA has not been shooting free throws. He shot 12 in game 2. He's shot 8 and 6, and those are the 2 games they lost. And 12's not a lot of free throws for a guy like SGA. And SGA had the most points through the first 2 finals games in NBA history. Through your first 2 finals games. And I don't know if he broke it again tonight with 3. I think Rick Barry had the record for most points through your first 3 NBA finals games. So SGA was good. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. It's tough, man. They are wearing him out. Nebhard, whoever, they're putting 3 guys on him and they're picking up 90 feet and just giving him hell all game long. I want to see how many. Do they have fouls here? Why don't they have fouls on the damn thing? Oh, there we go. Personal fouls. Yeah, I was like, what do they do? Like, let's see. How many? Nebhard, 5 fouls. Neesmith fouled out with 6. Toppin had 3. Who else were they throwing at him picking up fouls? It was crazy. It was crazy. They were just throwing guys at him left and right. Everybody's picking up fouls. Halliburton only had 1 foul, and it felt like Halliburton was fouling left and right. But Hallie's getting away with it because they were attacking Tyrese. And he had a good game. 2 steals, had the 1 block. So, pretty good game. But they used their fouls as they should. As they should. Watch, guys. The NBA knew that this was a shitty finals. They didn't like the matchups. The viewership's down. People were worried this was going to be like a quick gentleman's sweep by OKC. OKC's going to shoot a shit ton of free throws in game 4. Like, we're just going to make sure OKC is shooting free throws, winning games in game 4, because that's a big thing. Like, they're going to want this thing 2-2 going back to OKC, and then everyone will be locked in for game 5, 6, and 7. So, guaranteed 5 right now, thinking we're going to make sure it's 6, the NBA, on Friday night. I think game 4 on Friday night. We could have a lot of fun Friday night, a little late night Friday night stream for us. Or a normal stream. Yep, Friday and Monday are the finals games. So we got hockey tomorrow night. Nice. So Friday night, we're going to be streaming again after the game. It'll be our normal kind of like weekend long hangout stream. So be sure to stop in and check all that stuff out. But I think OKC chances might slip away. Yeah, Zay, I'm totally with you. I'm not, as an OKC person who picked OKC, I'm not feeling good. Just watching the games. And you thought, like, after game 2, maybe, okay, this is how OKC plays. They run the court. They're super fast. They make your life a living hell all over the place. And we're just going to get the avalanche of OKC. Just the avalanche of OKC stuff. And nothing. They gave us shit. They can't do it again. So I'm concerned now. If you want to look on the positive side, if you're Indiana, you're ecstatic. You feel like you didn't play good in game 1. You stole game 1. You didn't play good in game 2. You lost. And then you played great tonight. So you're up 2-1. You're ahead in this series. You picked OKC, but gave the Pacers a chance. See, I didn't even give the Pacers much of a chance at all. Historically, 4 seeds, don't do it. I know, like, it's like, can they keep winning these insane gamble games? And OKC had a, 70-plus win team. We're looking at an 80-plus win team if they can get this title. So, yeah, if you're Indiana, you stole the game. You got home court. All you got to do is win 2 home games. If you're Indiana, 2 home games, win the title. And I think they've been pretty good at home in the playoffs. Let me look at the Pacers at home. Now, they lost. They've been bad in game 3. The funny thing is they had lost every game 3. This is the first game 3 that they won. They were bad in game 3. But then again, they were up 2-0 in both of those previous series on the road. And then they dropped game 3 as their home game. So it makes a little bit more sense. So they're in the same spot they've been all postseason. But they do their jobs. They do their jobs. They take care of business in game 4. 4-0 in game, or 3-0 in game 4s. Don't let the team get that second win out there. So, really, really critical game for OKC in game 2. I think losing 3 games at home. Yeah, all game threes. But they haven't gone long. They closed them out. Like, they closed out the Knicks in game 5, or game 4 and 6, and then everybody else in 5. Bucks and Cleveland in 5. So, they should be better at home. But it's weird, man, when you're up 2-0 after being on the road 2 games, like 2-0 coming home for a game 3. I don't know. Sometimes you're just not checked in. Sometimes you're just not locked in there. All right, if you haven't already, you're new, hit that like button, get those thumbs ups, helps us out tremendously, gets us out into the algorithm. If you're new, think about dropping a sub. We got daily sports content for you guys. We got these live streams. I'll be live streaming after every game of the finals. We got long form videos as well as our daily sports stat fact of the day. So be sure, check it out, and welcome to the club. Welcome to the gang, guys. But if you're OKC, your bench was horrible. Offense wasn't great. You turned the ball over way too much. There's some things here that you can fix, positive signs, and you can just, Matherin's not going to go nuclear flames out of his asshole. Again, 9-12, 2-2 from 3, 7-8 from the free throw line. TJ McConnell just being like a crazy Spitfire, who's been great in all 3 games, honestly. TJ McConnell was the best part of the Pacers in game 1, it felt like, until the very end when Hallie hit the winner. But he was really good in game 2, too. TJ McConnell is just like a scrappy pain in the ass, pest, total pest. I love TJ McConnell when he was on the Sixers, and when it all fell apart and we let him go, a guy like Obi Toppin, God, I hate Obi Toppin, just bad. So there are some positive signs if you are a Thunder fan, if you're the Thunder in general. Hartenstein's got to be a little bit better. 4 points, not good enough. Didn't finish around the rim. Only 18 minutes. We got to up that. Only 3 rebounds. It felt like he was a little uncomfortable in this one. And it's a quick turnaround, too. They don't get the extra day off, which I think is an advantage for Indiana here. The one less day instead of the 2 days like we've been having. It's only quick turnaround Friday. This high pace, ferocious attack by Indiana can wear teams down, especially when you're getting 32 from Caruso and an 18 from Hartenstein. And then Wiggins and Joe, you're not getting the depth out of your bench. Now, it's the finals. You're not used to playing like this. It's a short bench. That's a long 42 minutes on SGA. Those are a lot of miles right there. A lot of miles on SGA at 42 minutes. 36 from Jalen, 35 from Chet. Chet hasn't given us, minutes like that at all this series. He was 28 because the game was kind of out of hand, and 24 in game 1. Not a lot of Chet. I hate Obi too, but I was happy that he hit the dagger on New York. Oh, not the Knicks. Hey man, I think everybody was okay. They liked Obi topping in New York. I think it was just like it was just a money thing. I could be wrong. No, did they trade him? They traded him, didn't they? They traded him away. What was the Obi Toppin trade? Obi Toppin, the biggest what if in college basketball history. I would have loved to see Obi Toppin in the Dayton Flyers in the 2020 March Madness tournament. That would have been it. That was the legacy game for him. But SGA only 24, 9 of 20, got to be better, but he's going to be tired now. He's 26 years old. He should be okay. But he's good on the glass. J-Dub, I mean, I'm okay. 26 points from J-Dub, 50% shooting. You can't ask for much more. Chris, what's up? Changing your name. Zay, yeah, they traded him. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Guys, I'm getting bad. I'm getting old over here. I want the Pacers to win. Oh, Chris is on the Pacers train. Look out. Everyone likes a good underdog story. Indiana, the heart of basketball. Hoosiers, never won an NBA title. Just a Cinderella team, just like in Hoosiers. Winning it all. And the big bad OKC dynasty that may never be. If OKC loses this series, guys, like in 5, like if OKC gets swept, if it goes 3-1, it's over. Maybe. I wouldn't say it's 100% over at 3-1. At 3-1, because there's still 2 games in Oklahoma. So you have to, I mean, you take care, if the Pacers win on Friday and it's 3-1 going back to OKC, home game, all games are must win, but you can easy chalk that off. Game 6 is the challenge. You win game 6 on the road, and then you're back at home for a game 7, and all the momentum is on your side after winning 2 in a row. So it's not over as the home team at OKC down 3-1. It would be over if it was reversed. Like if OKC won tonight and wins and won on Friday, and they went up 3-1 with 2 games left at home, then this party's over. This party's over at 3-1 OKC. I wouldn't bet on OKC to win the title, but I think they have a better chance than like Indiana would if it was 3-1 the other way. Just the way the games work over there. I mean, this could be even worse situation, guys. It used to be 2-3-2. Indiana could have 2 straight home games to close out the finals now if it was the old format of 2-3-2. Not over. LeBron came back from 3-1, obviously. And that was Indiana's played great. That Warriors team's a hell of a lot better than this Indiana Pacers team. What do I think about the Stewart's contract situation? I don't know, man. That's crazy. Typical Aggie. He was like about to sign it like way before, like in rookie minicamp, and then didn't. Only the Bengals can't get this contract done, and I heard it's because Stewart got a bag to play at A&M. And now he wants more money than what the slotted contract is. The NFL's running into a little NIL issue now. But typical Bengals. Green, what's up? Hope you're having a good night, man. Got to get the likes up. Yes. Shout them out. Hit the like button. Hit the like button or bad things are going to happen to you. NBA want the Thunder to win. I don't know if the NBA want any. I think the NBA want this series to go 7 is what they want. Or 6. They're so obvious and apparent with it. Typical Adam Silver. Adam Silver just wants long series. I don't think he cares who wins this series. Both these markets are very small. If they really wanted it, the Knicks would have beat the Pacers. It would have been Knicks Thunder. Like the Knicks would have been in the finals if they had real control over this. They want a long series. That's what they want. I think their best chance is like Indiana going up 2-1 is probably the best chance for this series to go 7. So OKC wins game 4, then they win game 5, Indiana wins game 6, and then game 7, and everybody's happy in the NBA. They'd much prefer OKC over Indiana. I don't know. They do such a shitty job, the NBA, of pushing their new stars. Like, they don't gas up SGA at all. Like, they aren't putting him on TV. Halliburton, they won't do that. They're trying to get his nickname going with the moment, even though we all know his name is the Halliban. The internet has already dubbed it. The internet has already decided your nickname, ESPN. You're not in the NBA. You're not going to change it. It's about a default. If he gets cut or injured, they don't owe him any money. I thought every rookie contract was fully guaranteed, though. I thought that's typical Bengals then. That's such shitty Bengals behavior. If that's going to be the move. That's going to be the move. like that's such typical Bengals behavior. If that's it. Like, those contracts are fully guaranteed, basically. They're like always fully guaranteed, no matter what. You're just on the hook for them. So stupid. Maybe upfront cash also. Is upfront cash an issue? Like signing bonus, because they are very cash poor after T and Jamar Chase. Let's be real, the NBA wants the Lakers to win. They want the Lakers and Celtics every year. Lakers, Knicks, Celtics, Final Four teams every year. The Knicks are never going to win the NBA Finals. I mean, the Knicks will probably win an NBA Finals eventually. James Dolan as the owner may not be the thing. Giannis to the Lakers next in a 3-team trade, I bet. Get off my Celtics. You know the deal, Green. You know the deal. NBA wants Lakers, Celtics every year if they could. I think they'd much prefer Lakers, Knicks, though. I don't know. I mean, Lakers, Celtics, Chris, is just the ultimate rivalry in basketball. And all the old heads grew up watching it. Like that, Knicks Lakers Celtics saved the NBA in the 80s. The NBA was like about to like go under, and it like saved the NBA. So I hope the Knicks don't get anything. I think the wet dream situation for the NBA. Let's look at this. I can do if I could do like a wet dream like Final Four for the NBA, it would be the Lakers. It would be the Lakers. I don't know if it'd be Lakers, Golden State, maybe like Dallas or Houston, like one of the Texas teams. And then I don't even know who would be another big draw out in the West. Like the Clippers. Yeah, like Lakers, Clippers, Golden State, and Dallas or Houston out in the West. Massive draw. And then in the East, they would want the Sixers, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Nets. Or Chicago. Those would be the 8 teams they wanted if the NBA could like have their dream Final Four every year. It'd be those massive markets for everybody that are locked in on basketball. So Kobe and Paul Pierce used to throw down. They did. Back-to-back. They played each other back-to-back finals? Yeah, back-to-back finals. 08 and 10. 08 and 10. They played each other and they split. So yeah, it renewed it. Lakers Celtics was renewed back there. They should put Adam Silver on the Jumbotron so we can see his reactions. That man is like Skeletor. He doesn't have any reactions to anything. He probably jumps up and down when SGA gets fouled. I know it. That's crazy talk. No shot. He's too busy messing with ping pong balls. It'd be San Antonio, Warriors, Lakers, East, Knicks, Celtics, Sixers, and maybe Detroit. I don't even know about that. Even the Heat. No. San Antonio's not the big market in Texas. It's Houston and Dallas. San Antonio's a small city. San Antonio's not the big market. Obviously, like Wemby for the international. Okay, if you want to say like because of Wemby in the international, maybe then for that. But if we're just going on market size, it would be Houston or Dallas. Those are the big boys out there. Definitely Chicago. I think the Bulls. Everybody, the Bulls, Jordan, they'd want the Bulls over the Heat. Pacers got that dog in them. Gonna be the champions. Ooh, Jeff, don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's only 2-1. What'd Kobe say? Famously, R.I.P. When they were pissed off. Kobe, are you happy? Why would I be happy? Job's not done. There's 2 more. Yeah, it came out yesterday from a Bengals reporter that said injury or 1 to 4 years, there's a default and Stewart isn't bugging and owner isn't either. Okay. Just get the stupid contract done. Oh, Stewart isn't budging. I thought, yeah, it's budget. Typical owner. The Browns are like the worst run team in the NFL. It's so dog shit. Good for you guys. Or the Bengals, excuse me. But good for you, Zay, and the Ravens. Chris, I'm enjoying the stream. Appreciate that. Dallas is done. I mean, Cooper Flag is going to save that team real quick. I mean, that was part of the deal. Like, I do love a good conspiracy, but, I mean, they fixed the ping pong balls for Dallas. Like, that was why Nico Harrison was okay with trading Luka Doncic and getting Anthony Davis in return. Because he was told he was getting the number 1 pick if he sent Luka to the Lakers and saved the Lakers. Like, they got Cooper Flag, a generational white guy. Dallas just loves their generational white basketball players. Imagine Wemby went to the Warriors. How about Giannis to the Warriors? That might be the Giannis destination. They don't have the assets, but Giannis might just say, I want to play for the Warriors. Get me to the Warriors. Chicago's a trash city, crime, and it's cold. True, but there's a lot of people there, Green, and they love their basketballs. Bulls ain't been anywhere since Rose. Yup, but guess what? The old people with money grew up with Michael Jordan as the GOAT playing basketball. Everybody in their 40s and 50s grew up with MJ, so lots of Bulls. There'd be a lot of Bulls buzz. Especially if you could get MJ to like one of the games courtside. One of those things. Bring out, all that. I mean, just think of The Last Dance. Everybody went apeshit when The Last Dance came out. Chicago's got the pull, man. But I agree. I mean, this wasn't a realistic. This was just ideal. Like, these teams are not close. Like, the Bulls are not close. The Nets aren't close. The Sixers, God bless us. Who the knows where we are. Houston's close, though. I think the Rockets are going to be a sneaky good team next year, especially if they make a move for Giannis or KD, because KD is 1,000% getting traded. The question is where. KD to the Spurs, maybe. There's a lot of interesting moves. This is going to be a crazy offseason, I think. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of good players available. The second apron shit. A lot of movement on the way for the NBA. So it's going to be a hot stove summer for the league, and the draft's coming up, a really good draft. Why would the Bucks take Jalen for Giannis? The Bucks would never take that. The Bucks need draft picks. They need young people and draft picks, and Jalen is not young anymore. I mean, he's not old, but he's not young, and the Celtics draft picks are meaningless if they have Giannis. I think the Celtics might blow this puppy up. They want to get under the apron. The Celtics have to get under the second apron with the new ownership. So they're going to get under the luxury tax here really quick. They're going to shed a ton of cap. Porzingis and Holiday are out of Boston. I think Boston punts on next season coming up. Whoever wins game 4 has a 90% chance of winning the championship. Is that true? It would be 90% if the Thunder tie it at 2. That feels a little high. The NBA needs to fix it for us. Well, they fixed it for y'all last year. I mean, Boston played nobody. They felt so bad. Boston kept losing a million playoffs in a row. Like, just couldn't beat the Heat. They lost the finals in 22. Like, it was fixed for him last year, Green. I don't know what you're talking about. It was like the softest finals run ever. I mean, they didn't have to play the Knicks, who were better than the Pacers last year. They steal that game from the Pacers in game 1. I mean, who did Boston play in the first round last year? Like, they didn't have to play the Sixers. Like, tragic, man. Tragic. They just felt bad for all those losing seasons for Boston. They had to fix it last year. That's why they had the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. They knew the Nuggets were the only team that could beat Boston last year because Jokic is just out of this world. And they knew Dallas didn't stand a damn shot with Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie gonna run out of gas with those long wings. They're built to beat the Mavericks. Those long wings of Boston. Shut up, there's a Heat fan here. Uh-oh. The Celtics Heat do have a good little juicy rivalry over there. Just like the Bengals making the Super Bowl, refs helped them. The refs hurt the Bengals in the Super Bowl, I think, when they got there. Oh, just a bitter Raiders fan. Come on, you don't want the Raiders to win anyway. You'd still be stuck with Derek Carr. And nobody likes that. Nobody wants to be stuck with Derek Carr. Big Lou from the Bronx. What's up? Yankees fan? Nice win for the Yanks tonight. We look good. Heat still suck. The Heat culture is dead. Heat culture is officially dead. But I mean, Jimmy Butler going nuclear and getting to the finals is something else. I mean, they were an 8 seed. That's one of the best playoff runs ever from Jimmy Buckets. And I do love me Jimmy Buckets. I was so mad when the Sixers picked Tobias Harris over him. Yes, sir. All right. Nice. We looking good tonight. I got a little worried in the ninth, though. But the Yanks are cooking, my guy. Very happy. And Judge is the best hitter on the planet. Now we're going baseball. Yeah, right now, but not for long. Yeah, but the question is, does Spoelstra want to stay there? What are the Heat out? The Heat have no out. The Heat have no draft picks. Adebayo is like, we're gonna get rid of Adebayo. I don't know. The Heat got to figure. I think Pat Riley's got to retire. He's getting a little too old and curmudgeon-y. He's getting a little too curmudgeon-y down in Miami. So they got to figure some things out. I do like Tyler Hero, but as your number one, not really. I mean, they were so bad in the playoffs this year. I bet Gino has a better year than JJ. I don't know. That's going to be close. Gino's got good weapons this year. Gino's also 37. JJ McCarthy's 22. I would hope he has a better year. Actually, how old is Gino? Is Gino 36? I don't want to misage this man. That's ageism. 36? 34, young man, Gino. He just feels like he's a million years old. He's going to be 35. He's coached in Miami for like 20 years. I know, and like sometimes you just guys, sometimes you just get worn out. Like, you need a change. Sometimes Eric has 7 years. It doesn't mean they aren't going to like switch things up. He could ask to get traded. He could retire and take a break. How many times have we seen this, guys? See Sean Payton in New Orleans. Try to think. Like, there's a million coaches that do this, especially if you've been in one place forever and you're good, not great, and you're kind of stuck in no man's land, like the Heat are in no man's land. My Knicks need to Spo? Trade for Spo? The Knicks, Lou, the Knicks, I mean, they're a fucking dumpster fire right now. The fact that they got denied interviews with Ime Udoka, which was crazy. Why do you think, in what universe do you think the Rockets would let you interview Ime Udoka? Like, what? They got shut down with Chris Finch, which, I mean, I wouldn't have been super surprised if they let him interview, but I would have been surprised. And then they got shut down with Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd felt like a lock. Like, J. Kidd wants out. He was pissed they got rid of Luka. This might be one or two, the Mavericks are in a weird spot with, Cooper Flag and then Kyrie and then AD. Like, it's a weird constructed team as far as what they're going to be. And then I thought Quinn Snyder for Tibbs would have been like a good trade. Like, the Hawks need Tibbs to be like aggressive defense, like structure. And Snyder kind of helps out this Knicks, like get some offensive flow, not wear guys out, more of a player's coach. It could have been like a good trade for them, but now they're in Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Knicks ruined their team chemistry. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns will tend to do that to you. He's what Steeler fans think Tomlin is. 35. He's 35. Okay. He's what Steelers fans think Tomlin is. Tomlin's still a good coach, guys. Come on. Just look at all the knuckleheads Mike Tomlin's put up with in his life. Mike Tomlin's put up with a lot of knuckleheads and kept it together. So I give him a lot of credit for that. We shouldn't have fired Tibbs. I was okay with the Tibbs firing. I did a video when it happened, but I thought they had their guy lined up. I said they had to have their guy lined up. I thought it was going to be like Jay Wright or something with that. And clearly they had nothing. And this was kind of a Dolan move, and the front office didn't want to do this. That's a problem. That's a real problem for the Knicks. The Knicks will have to send 3 first-round picks. I don't even know if they don't even have first-round picks like that. They gave all their first-round picks away for Mikal Bridges. And then they got to figure it out. The problem the NBA has is media has influence, and people look to buy a championship after falling short. That's true, but it's like but also, I wouldn't say buy a championship. You make moves. I mean, you have to get desperate and make moves when you don't win. Everybody's on a hot seat. Look at Boston after they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. They go and trade for Porzingis. They go and trade for Jrue Holiday because everyone's like, we're all going to get fired if we don't win a title. That's what happens in the NBA. You got to try and make a move. You got to strike while the iron's hot. Your window is always, In sports, your window is always way shorter than you think it's going to be, unless you have like a god at quarterback in the NFL or something like that, where your window can get extended. But the window in these sports close so fast. Maybe baseball, you can keep it going because there's no salary cap, but NBA, NFL, without a guy who's out of this world at quarterback, your window's close, man. Your window's close. Hockey, your window's close fast. If I'm the Heat coach, no way I'd leave South Florida to go to trash NYC. Yeah, New York in the winter's rough. New York in January, February, not great. Christmas, it's great. It's really nice in Christmas time, all the trees and the lights. But not a great place to be. New York in the summer is where you want to be. Are you watching the finals? Worst finals in 10 years? Yes, Lou, I'm watching every game. And we're live streaming after every game. I feel like it's my duty to do it. I'm watching all the hockey games too. We're just not streaming after the hockey games. But yeah, I like sports. I'm a junkie. It's not a great finals. Not a great finals. It's weird. It's good basketball. Tonight was good basketball, I thought, though. Thought it was good basketball tonight. This is an NBA problem, though. Yeah, but you don't gut your team chemistry. Fair team. Chemistry is a weird thing. Like, we don't necessarily know what the chemistry is. Green, like, we can kind of speculate, but we're not in the locker room. Like, I don't know what, like, you don't know who the guy is in the locker room. You don't know how guys react to him. It's weird. Like, when you're not on the inside, it's just different. From guys I know who have been on the inside of teams and talked about it, and guys who work for teams, you'd be surprised how different. Troy, what's up from Sydney, Australia? Welcome. What time is it? Down under. It's probably early. Really early or really late. One of those. Yeah, for the Heat, I could see 3 first-round picks or more. Look at Doc. He went for 4. That was also a long time ago for Doc. That was also I don't know if anybody's doing that much, but the Knicks are stupid enough to do it. Jair Alexander not with the Packers anymore. Oh, that's really sad how the Jair Alexander experience ended with ended on Green Bay. His father had to put him down. Let's go. I gotta pull up my favorite. Let's see. Where's the Jair Alexander? The Viking fans were having fun. There you go. Oh, we'll be right back. Oh, Jair. Jair, where you going, son? When you don't have bracket help over the top, you're not that good. The only time you shut down JJ is when you got safety help helping him. Doc is trashed. Yeah, Doc is a good basketball coach. Okay, Doc is good. He's better than most coaches, but is he going to get you over the top? Get you a title these days? I don't know. I hated how he did in the playoffs, but Doc is a good basketball coach, guys. Let's be real. He gets his team to the playoffs every year. He wins a lot. He's won a ton of basketball games. Longest window ever seen is Mahomes and Brady's second-tier Eagles, Broncos, and Giants since 2000. Yeah, but they've all been different. They're not windows. Like, the Mahomes window is the one, and then the Brady's the first window. You forget, Brady didn't win a title for 10 years. Now, they lost 2 Super Bowls in between there, so that was kind of the window. And that was a great team. Eagles, not even. Like, the Eagles, like, just refreshing. This is 2 different tiers of the Eagles. We've seen 3, 4 different tiers of the Eagles with them, and they were bad for a while there. Eagles were bad for a while there. Remember, they did draft Carson Wentz number 2 overall, number 3 overall, number 2 overall. Broncos, Giants, they've never been great. Their 2 Super Bowls were wild card runs. Broncos, yes, but 2 different Broncos runs. Not even. 1 Broncos. I guess Jake Plummer Broncos and then the Manning Broncos. No, chat scrolled. We'll see if the Vikings get Alexander. God, that would be a chemistry killer. Doc ain't worth 2 picks, not anymore. Troy, 2 p.m. I was way off. Well, hope you're having a nice day. How's the weather? Hot? Doc ain't worth a ham sandwich. Doc is not, come on. Doc is better than half the coach. Doc is better than 2/3 of the coaches in the NBA. I think Jair could sign with my Ravens. I think a lot of people, I don't know what's going on with the injury thing with him. The injury situation with Jair last year was super weird. Super weird. Fact. Big Lou, not a fan of Doc. Hey, man, he was on my basketball team. So I get to hate on him. He won one ship and everybody act like he's Phil Jackson. I don't think they act like he's Phil Jackson, Lou. But again, look at the coaches. I don't think anybody thinks he's better than Steve Kerr. I don't think anybody thinks he's better than Spoelstra. I don't think anybody thinks he's better than, whatchamacallit? Rick Carlisle. Why did I draw a blank on Rick Carlisle's name? Like, Rick Carlisle's taken 2 different teams to the finals, and he's the oldest head coach to coach in a finals game. Like, he's usually available. He's the best of the available coaches. He's one of the worst coaches in the league. He always gets a stacked team and does nothing with them. Clippers, Sixers, Bucks. I mean, he built that Clippers team. He got the Sixers the closest they've been to the conference finals. And then this year with the Bucks, yeah, like Giannis didn't play in year 1. And then this year, they don't have a good team. Dame tears his Achilles. He didn't trade for Damian Lillard. I don't think Doc would have ever traded for Damian Lillard. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, Doc, was it the Magic Doc team? Like, Doc has been in this league a long time and won a lot of basketball games with a lot of different teams. And obviously won the title with those Celtics teams. And those Celtics teams got bullied by LeBron, one of the 2 greatest players to ever play basketball. I mean, that Magic team, he coached on the Celtics forever. And they were not good, those Celtics, most of the time. And they were always good and competitive. Like, you can't get punished for, like, building good teams and getting teams to the playoffs. I don't forget I was rooting for New England to win before I was told to hate them. Oh, that's tough. Well, I feel like everybody liked the Patriots in 2001. It was America. It was a patriotic time. The Patriots were never a winning team. They had, they were cool. They won the snow game, which RIP, Tuck rule. That's tough. So then they turned into the evil empire. I'm a Jets fan. Hopefully we could do something this year, at least a playoff berth. Lou, a Yankees and a Jets fan. You're a man of my own, after my own heart. I appreciate it. I am not a Jets fan. I'm a Vikings fan, but most of my family is Jet fans, so I do have a special spot for the Jets. And yeah, it's miserable. I don't think they're getting to the playoffs this year. I'm not a Justin Fields guy, but I do like Aaron Glenn as the head coach. I think they're heading in the right direction. They got to figure out the quarterback position. Playoff berth, I don't know, but the defense should be really good again, and maybe they have just enough on offense to win. I don't think the division's super tough. Miami's bad. New England should be better. The Bills are great. But I'm optimistic in the way they're trending. Cam Newton losing the Super Bowl wasn't his fault. That was definitely Cam's fault since he didn't want to dive on a damn fumble. Jacob, what are you doing? Keep editing your messages. Panthers haven't been good since Cam Newton, and they were only good like that one year. The roller coaster Cam, it's every other year with them. I would hire a grade school gym teacher as head coach over Doc. That's crazy talk. So, Lex, that's crazy. I mean, we got guys coaching in the NBA I don't even know about. Like, who the hell's coaching over here? Like, I don't even know half the NBA coaches on these dog shit teams. Like, who the hell's coaching Charlotte? Like, what's going on in Charlotte? What about Utah? Like, Sacramento just fired their coach. Denver just fired Mike Malone. That was a little aggressive. The Grizzlies fired their coach, even though they say he can coach. There's a lot of weird coaches in this league. Panthers could surprise people. Yes, Green, I like the Panthers this year. I think the Panthers got some juice this year. I like the Panthers. We're Chuba Hubbard stands, and we are believers in Bryce Young. I'm drawing a blank. God, Phil Jackson from my mom's hometown. Nice. Phil Jackson, the man. Where's Phil Jackson from? Y'all still hating on my sirs, Dakota. The yes sirs. No, I'm hating on like Benedict Mathurin, who's dog shit for most of the playoffs and goes for 27 tonight and shoots 80%. That's who I'm hating on. Other than that, I thought Halliburton played great tonight. I thought this was the best Halliburton game. And TJ McConnell's been good all series, but he was really impactful tonight. But no, Obi Top, I'll forever be hating Obi Toppin and Mathurin, guys who were bad and then just shoot with flames out of their ass sometimes. But the big one is the game on Friday, Dakota. You haven't done anything if it's 2-2. 3-1, you're in great shape. But the big one's on Friday, obviously. Steve Ballmer with billions built that team. No, Green. That was before the Steve Ballmer was the Kawhi Ty Lue move. Like they got Chris Paul. They didn't make these moves. So then when did Steve Ballmer buy the Clippers? Why is this not of all his bullshit? Of course. Where's his basketball? Sports. Yeah, he bought him in 2014. The Clippers were good before, like, the Duncan Clippers were already put together. They already had Blake Griffin. They drafted Blake Griffin. DeAndre Jordan. Like, that was before that. The second iteration, when he dumped all his money in, like, to get Kawhi and Paul George. That was the Steve Ballmer billions. Twig, hello. Those jerseys were cool. Yeah, Pat's sure the original. Phil Jackson from Jamestown, North Dakota, but my mother lives in Medellin, Colombia. I would hope. But wow, North Dakota. Those are like the opposite. I mean, those are opposite cultures. North Dakota, Colombia. I know you're from Colombia, but that's crazy just to think about. North Dakota, Colombia. Good for her. Wes Welker Hernandez on Madden with Gronk. Broken. Green was a little slut on Madden, sounds like. As a Dolphins fan, I hate the Patriots, but I do like Drake May, and we'll say he's going to be the second best QB in that division. Yeah, I like Drake May too. I think he's going to be awesome. That's what's up. Your family rocks. Yeah, well, they are from New York. I am a New York person originally, Lou, so I do have that. The Yankees are my only New York team, though. My dad's a Knicks. My dad's a New York everything but football. Yeah, how do you feel about the Dolphins this year, man? I think the Dolphins are going to be really bad. I think they're going to be really bad this year. Let's go Pacers. Twig on the Pacers train. Cam had no wide receiver. Cam also had like the best defense in football. And he had third leg Greg. He had an elite tight end. Charlotte for the W. Steven. Shout out to Charlotte. Great city, I heard. I think we'll be okay. The Knicks will be okay if we get Mike Brown. That's not a bad hire. I think it's an okay hire. They're close. I think the Knicks are going to be good for the next 2-3 years. Yup, short rest benefits the Pacers who play 10 guys. Yes, I said that earlier. Dakota's short rest definitely benefits the Pacers. Turnaround on Friday, especially when the Thunder aren't getting anything from their bench. And Caruso's playing 32 minutes and nothing from Hartenstein or Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins or anything like that. He bucked them when they got rid of Sterling. Yeah, 2014. We looked it up. Thanks, though, chat. Went through. That's how the Pacers do it, though. They share the ball till they find a hot player and ride that train while you get everyone else just chipping in. Great coaching on the Pacers, unlike Doc. Yes, I mean, Rick Carlisle's a great coach, obviously. Rick Carlisle is going to be put on the Pantheon. If he wins this title with the Pacers, he'll have two of the biggest finals upsets in NBA history with the Pacers and the Mavericks. Those would definitely be the two biggest finals upset this century. The Clippers got CP3 because the NBA said so. No, he just wasn't allowed to go to the Lakers. Rock on. Smash the like button. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Everybody hit the like button. Hit that subscribe. If you're new here, We got daily sports content. We're live streaming after every NBA Finals game. We'll be live streaming. We do live stream throughout the year all the time. Got long form videos and your daily shorts. So if you're new here, hit that like button, hit the sub. I'll shout you out in the chat. If you hit that sub button and you're new and you want the shout out. For them. God, I hate the Dolphins. Oh, the Jets would hate the Dolphins. As a Dolphins fan, I think they will win 6 games and be forced to do another complete rebuild. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. DJ Mikey Mike slinging hits down in Miami, not great. Tua, I mean, God bless him, but there are limitations in his health. Tyreek Hill is too busy having kids and not scoring touchdowns. I do love my man Devon A-Chain. Big Lou with the sub, appreciate that. Welcome to the gang. I think the Pats can make the playoffs. Yes, I think the Pats can make the playoffs too. I definitely think so. Daily Grind. Crazy OKC changed their starting lineup for the finals. You make the other team adjust to you. What are we doing? I 100% agree with you. I don't know what Dagnall's doing. Now, I thought people weren't surprised. NBA experts weren't surprised like that they made that move because they think they can play with the Pacers in that style. But you're the 68 win regular season team. You're the heavy favorites. Run your double bigs. Run your normal lineup. Make this small, fast Pacers team adjust to you. And Dagnall did the same thing down the stretch tonight, and I thought that was the wrong move. He's adjusting to the Pacers. Make the Pacers adjust to you. You are the better team. You were the better team all season. Make them play how you want them to play. You've done a really good job in points in this series of playing your defense, killing them on the glass, slowing their transition offense. That's what you have to do. So the moment, we thought OKC grew and learned from the loss last year, maybe it's this year if they throw this series away. Look, OKC, we said the same thing in 2012. OKC has a bright future, though. Their team is going to be better next year. They're only going to be better next year from a team. Everyone's going to be slightly better, and they still have 1 million picks, guys. OKC can flip all these picks and get Giannis. They could just get Giannis like that. They have all these picks for all these bad teams. They just get Giannis. And then we're like, oh, shit. And Giannis would be a great fit for this team. Another elite ball handler, give you more offense, give you more scoring, and he can play great defense. And he's super long. He fits Sam Presti's mold of the big, long, athletic guys. For them. A-Chain and Waddle, all we have for the future. Yeah, and I'm not even sold on Waddle. I'm not a big Waddle guy. Patriots will steal the division. Ooh, that's a hot take. I still think you gotta love the Bills, man. Josh Allen's still that dude. And James Cook, good. Offense is good. Defense was solid last year. Still got to lean on the Bills. Love watching New England football in the snow, cold in the snow. Mike Vrabel, tough. What do you think about the Pats wide receivers playing both sides this season? What Pats wide receiver is doing that? Who the hell's doing that? Kayshon Boutte? Who's playing both ways? Polk? The new guy, the rookie? Who's Kyle Williams, whatever, the rookie? Stephon Diggs playing both ways? Strap him up. If I were the Pats, I'd try to bring in Keenan Allen to help with veteran leadership and keep Diggs in check. Plus, they just need another receiver. They just need another receiver, too. Like, their receiving core is bad besides Stephon Diggs. If you're relying on Stephon Diggs to be your number one wide receiver, elite tier, dog wide receiver, you're in trouble. Look, I like the running backs. I like the coaching. It's good. It's good. They got a bright future. Bo Melton. Who the f is Bo Melton? Who is Bo Melton? Who the fuck is this guy? Is he switching? This guy's 26 years old. I have no idea who this is. He played on the Packers. God, this guy is bad. 7th round pick. Okay. Fucking Bo Melton's playing both ways, guys. We got Travis Hunter 2.0 cooking. I like it. Fuck it. Who cares? Diggs better stop passing around the pink stuff with Cardi B. He wasn't even passing around with Cardi B. He was passing out with these other ugly hoes out there on the boat. My man, hey, guys, Stephon Diggs. Where was Stephon Diggs from? Minnesota. I mean, he's not from, he was drafted by Minnesota. The Vikings have a long history of getting up to shenanigans on boats, okay? Stephon Diggs is just going back to his roots. The love boat, baby. So, Oh, Diggsy. That was peak wide receiver one behavior, though. That's a good sign, though. If your wide receiver one's doing that, peak wide receiver one. Uh-oh. Daily Grind with the sub. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Guys, I can only see if your subs are public, so if you subbed and I haven't already and you want to shout out, just drop it in the chat. I will shout your ass out. What fucking talking pig? Okay. Talking about me? That's mean. Facts. Diggsy getting up into trouble, man. Oh, Diggsy. But, yeah, they need better wide receivers in New England out there. I just think they need better. But, God, we're already in minicamp, guys. We're in June 11th already. Training camp's right around the corner, and this NFL season is going to be the best season ever on the channel. We're going to have so much shit here, live reacting to games. Speaking of big live streams, boys, we got a live stream Friday night, live stream game 4, excuse me. Then what are the rest of the games? Wednesday, Monday? When are these games coming up? Game 4, Friday night. Yes, I know Diggs is from Maryland. Yes, I know Baltimore in particular. Yes, I know Diggs went to Maryland, but he was drafted by the Vikings. He's taken after his Viking roots right there. I know he's a Terrapin. That's why the Vikings fans are excited about Ty Felton, another Terrapin that we took in the 4th round. Game 5 on Monday, and then is game 6 Wednesday? No, Thursday. Game 6 if necessary Thursday, and then Sunday game 7 was what you want. So Friday, June 20th, boys and girls, mark your calendars. If you're ready to see some pain, we'll be doing a live stream. We'll be live streaming a 999 challenge from the backyard. Me and my buddy Scott, we will be doing 9 hot dogs, 9 beers in a 9-inning baseball game. And we'll have donations incentives. If you guys want to torture us, super chat incentives, make us shotgun beers, give us shots. And there may or may not be a grand prize for the highest super chatter during the stream. May or may not be working on getting an autographed baseball from a legend such as, where's the list? I have the list. Might be getting a baseball from such legends as either Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Yoshimo Yamamoto, Alex Bregman, Clayton Kershaw, or Jacob deGrom. So, pretty big reward potentially. But we're working on it. So be locked in on that one. Damn, it's past 12. It's my birthday. Lou, happy birthday, Big 5-0. Man, how does it feel? That's a big one. Celebrate. Everybody drop the confetti in the chat for Lou. My man's 5-0. That's not a lot of people make it to the Big 5-0. That's a big milestone. Hey, 50 is the new 40, though. Maryland has produced some good wide receivers. True. Terrapins are a little sleepy. They might be good next year, Maryland, I think. They have a great playbook in NCAA 26. I know that. That's all the word is on NCAA beta over here, that Maryland's playbook is broken as shit. So, stream Friday night for us, and it'll be a longer stream like tonight. It was going to be a short stream, but you guys kept the chat going, had a bunch of viewers. So, all good. I'll stream as long as y'all keep me feeling like 35 still. Lol. That's good, because I'm not quite 35 yet, and I feel like shit some days, man. I'm beat up. I'm rolling my ankle. I mean, God, you guys want to make fun of me. Maryland has some 6 jerseys. I had Maryland in NCAA 14. It was my online dynasty team with the boys, and we were rocking the jerseys, the helmets. We were swagging out my Terrapins. But yeah, I feel old as shit over here. I mean, you guys are gonna make fun of me. I was like going to take out the recycle or bring back the recycling, and we got some damn armadillos roaming around out here digging holes in the ground, and I rolled my freaking ankle in a hole that a dillo dug. Busted up my ankle, the same ankle I rolled like a month ago at the gym. And I'm just old. It's not recovering. I said I feel like an old piece of shit. Oh, God. I hope NCAA is on PC this year. Hard doubt, Zay. Hard doubt. I think they're going to keep it console, unfortunately. What you need is Just get a little Xbox Series S. Get a little one. A little cheap Xbox Series X. I think cheating's not really much of a problem on NCAA. I think they're worried about the PC and the hackers and shit. I mean, cheating has just gotten so out of control in video games, man. Like, I play MLB The Show a lot, and it feels like every third, fourth game, I'm probably playing a cheater. Especially early in seasons when people are getting up there in rankings and shit and grinding up. Sucks. But I don't really have that problem on NCAA, but I don't really play online in NCAA. I get it. PC superior. I can't play Call of Duty. Call of Duty's dead. Nothing but bastards who cheat everywhere. CSGO, everyone's like, or CS2, like Counter-Strike, dead. Valorant, dead. Marvel Rivals on PC, dead. It's tough out there for us gamers, guys. It's real tough out there for us gamers, but all right. It is getting a little late out here. It's still a weeknight, still a school night for those who it applies to, but I do appreciate everybody stopping by. We're going to wrap it up here right now. So if you haven't already, drop a quick like on the stream, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, we got daily sports content, like I said, live streams throughout the year. We'll be live again Friday night, post game 4. Will we be locked up 2-2, setting up for a fantastic finish, or will the Pacers take stranglehold and go up 3-1, looking to bring home their first NBA championship? So should be a lot of fun. Be on the lookout for that stuff. Check out, drop a video this week if something pops up. Shorts always every day. More stuff like that. Yeah, I run into cheaters on DBD. That's rough. Have a good night, Lou. Rainbow Six cheaters too, since it's free to play now. Tough. Silex, take care. Have a good night. Everyone be safe. Get through your Thursday. Get through your Friday, and we'll be back again Friday night for another long stream. So with that, we will be wrapping up again. Like, subscribe, and share.